Oh god, shut up. The music is so weird. I mean, to be fair, the playlist is literally titled Weird Video Game Music. I'll send you guys the link so you can mess with it if you want. It's pretty wacky though. That was the Alien song from Battle Black Theater. So if you want to listen to it, there's the playlist. Alright, so it looks a little bit different today in here because I'm using my YouTube layout. And I'm using my YouTube layout because we're not doing art today. We're talking about some people I made angry on the internet. Now, now normally I would just do art while I was listening to how angry people were on the internet about me or whatever, but today I'm not. I'm not gonna. Last time I talked about this guy when he was mad at me was like last year, I think. I don't remember how long ago. It's been a while. And I got bored. So we'll watch him this time. This time he has like 2 partners in crime who also don't like me very much. Yes, I am implying that it is a crime to dislike me. How dare you? But I I got bored, so hopefully this time Roadhog will be able to actually like keep my attention for longer than like 5 minutes. So we'll see. We'll see. Take a vote in the chat. One in the chat if you think that I'm gonna make it through this whole video. 2 in the chat if you think I'm gonna get bored. 3 and leave. 3 in the chat if you think I'm gonna get bored but stay through the whole thing. Anything that is not a 1, a 2, or a 3 will be counted as a 3. Too much multitasking for my brain. Will you temporarily have 62 brain cells? Square. Oh god. No, I think my period's on the way, so I've just got period brain and it's the worst. I'm not allowed to do anything when I have period brain because like my whole everything just goes oh no, I've gone cross-eyed. So I'm pretty sure it's just period brain. I used to play, when I played competitive League of Legends, I would have to, like, schedule when I wasn't going to play League of Legends because of how poor my decision-making gets. Decision-making is so bad. Like, I don't think anything through. Like, those pickles that I took a picture, that I did Yasuo week, yeah, so I get 3 days where I just play Yasuo. That picture of the pickle jar that I sent in the Discord, those were not the pickles I intended on buying. I just had period brain and bought the wrong ones. Because I was like, oh, here, pickles, sandwich slices, perfect. Why is it spicy? Why is it spicy? But I mean, it was still good. Like, they're still good. It just wasn't what I intended and wasn't what I wanted and wasn't what my mouth was ready for. Because I was still period brained that I still didn't notice they were spicy pickles until I put it in my mouth. And then I was like, why? Listen, I'm a monkey, okay? Monkey brain. I also found out recently that those pickle slices are 0 calories per slice, so I'm gonna eat more of those. Also, I found out that marshmallows are only 90 calories per 4 big marshmallows, and I'm like, well, clearly I can eat more marshmallows. Let's disregard that is all just sugar. Literally, the internet technician picked the wrong time to arrive. Oh no, Al! Oh no! Oh no! Go get some tea while the internet guy is doing the internet things. How long is your internet guy gonna take? God, is your internet guy gonna take like 3 years? I hate when that happens. When the internet guy takes forever. This music's so wacky. There we go. It kind of suits me, I'm not gonna lie. It doesn't suit me as much as the little guys with little brains and songs I think Bugs would like. We gotta delete your internet so we can put up new internet. Yeah. The Funhouse Spider-Man the Animated Series Sega Genesis. Oh my god. Some of these songs are nostalgic as hell. They are secretly spiders. I believe it. Alright. Should we wait for Al and then get started? This one is gonna get uploaded to YouTube as it is, by the way. Xfinity, T-Mobile, Comcast, spider nests. Are they all just different, like, species of spider? I'm stalling, because this is gonna be dumb, and I'm ready for it to be stupid. This is gonna be some of the dumbest shit. I guess I should also give a little bit of history of, like... Should I give, like, a little bit of history? I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't know that much about Roadhog personally. I don't watch his shit. But I do, like... The only time I, like, definitively remember, like, where he came about was that he had some kind of controversy around him and his wife faking a pregnancy for money on the internet, allegedly, and then maybe they did and maybe they didn't. I don't even know how that concluded. I just knew that was, like, the controversy. And I guess he was getting in fights with a lot of people. And then this guy named Steve that I worked with once upon a time, who now has lifetime restraining orders and contempt charges, at the time wanted to play mediator and did like an interview Q&A with him, and he explicitly told me that I wasn't allowed to be on the stream because he didn't think Roadhog could handle me. So he's like, you can ask questions in the chat and then I'll ask them from the chat for you. And I was like, oh, okay. The video, I'm pretty sure that video is still up so you can see me in the side chat asking questions. I also have some other work to do, so depending on how fast we get through this, we'll do some of the other work where I'm gonna be a little bit of a petty bitch and I'm gonna go find all of Steve's contempt. For fun. Because I think that's fun. Oh yeah, he doxes people. Yeah, he doxes people and makes threats and, like, takes Google screenshots of their houses and shit and whatever. And does all kinds of shit like that and, like, likes to, like, he's just a yelly man on the internet. He likes to, like, fucking... And listen, if there isn't anything I enjoy more, it is pushing the buttons of an angry yelly man on the internet who can do nothing but get more angry. It is one of my favorite things to do. It is a hobby of mine. So I would love to. We'll see what he says, but I would really love to let to bring Roadhog on, and he can explain to me how what Wolf has been up to is reasonable. Oh yeah, by the way, Wolf is like basically his pet dog. That's where Wolf came from. So if you ever wanted to know whose pet dog Wolf is, it's Roadhog's. See why you found yourself at home in League. I almost didn't play League. If League had voice chat, I wouldn't play it. I can't deal. I can't deal with fucking screaming toddlers all day. Ugh. I don't know how some of the women who play games professionally on like COD and what's the other one? CS:GO. I don't know how they handle it, man. I would just be like, no, thanks, pass. Hard pass. Pet dog or pet bitch, both. Those are the same thing in this scenario. Anyway, should we get into this? Al, are you back? Al, is your internet done being turned off and on again? Yeah, so Wolf came from Roadhog's crew, I think, and then got involved with Steve because Steve was playing mediator because the anti-Katie Joy community didn't like Roadhog because he's gross. So he was trying to play mediator because I guess Steve thought that Roadhog would be effective against Katie Joy. And anyway, it didn't work out regardless, but that's where Wolf came from. He was spawned. And if you don't know who any of those people are, good good for you. In fact, it's better that you don't. But Too Long Didn't Read is Katie Joy is a YouTube content creator who makes videos about true crime and like 90 Day Fiance. And her channel is relatively large and a lot of people don't like her. You stink of weed and nan bread? Sounds like a good day. Sounds like you had a good day. Thought this was Overwatch lore at first. Yeah, if only. If only this was Overwatch lore. Actually, that's one lore that I haven't actually gotten into is Overwatch. I've heard some of the lore for it, and I usually like it, but it's got nothing on the League lore, though. The League of Legends lore is cracked. Alright. Fucking cereal. So dumb. It's so dumb. Anyway, they're mad at me for some reason, so we're gonna find out why, maybe. Allegedly. I don't think so. I don't think this is gonna answer any questions. I think this is just gonna cause more questions. I haven't watched it yet, though. What I have done is I have jumped to the part- wait, oh, wrong screen. Sorry. I have jumped to the part of the video where they start talking about me. So I don't know what this is all about, and I also don't care. I don't give a shit. So, but this is when Wolf comes in and Sunshinary come in. And again, for anybody who doesn't know, Sunshinary is one of the people who's regularly on Wolf's channel with Megan doing Contempt of Court. Apparently I need to do something about this. Listen, I know I'm short, but this is a bit much. There you go. Hi, hello. It's me, ya boy. Alright. I'm kind of actually really relaxed right now. That's nice. It's snowing. Are you ready? Is everybody here? Is everybody who's gonna be here? Yeah, also the reason I'm doing this on Twitch instead of YouTube right now is simply because this is when I have time to do it. Otherwise, I don't have time for this nonsense. So this is basically my only slot open for covering this kind of stuff. All right. Should we wait like another 2 minutes for Al to get back? This is the kind of shit you don't want Al to miss because Al's got like a fucking the amount of knowledge that man holds in his brain. I should show you in the meantime. So, Wolf over here. I mean, we've known this for a little while. Where the fuck is it? Oh my god, did you guys have that conversation in the fucking goddamn regular chat instead of the man bear pig den because these people are super serial? Why would you do that? You guys are the worst. No, you didn't do it there. Where did you have this conversation? Where, what? Whatever. Anyway, somebody took a screenshot. Wolf claims that he's got a medicinal marijuana card, and so like all of the weed he smokes all the time is medicinal. But then he posts where, like on Twitter, he posts where he gets his weed from, and it is definitively not. It is definitively not medicinal. It is very, very much not medicinal. Also, I'll give you guys Charlotte's GoFundMe. And we should probably look at Charlotte's GoFundMe real quick, too. And let's, actually, you know what? Let's do that first. So here's the link to the GoFundMe. Oh my god, stop, please. Oh, I'm so chill that I'm just messing everything up. So here's the GoFundMe. She's not asking for a lot. She was asking for $600. But this is the lady who's been like harassed for the last 2.5 years, and she's been trying to like get things settled in the court, and these people are just obstinate. So I'm just gonna read this through real quick, so we have like a just for the sake one for the sake of completion, and two to see what she's onto, see what she's into about. Help Charlotte M cover legal costs for safety. For the past 2.5 years, my family and I have endured relentless online harassment and cyberstalking by a group of YouTube creators. This experience has been nothing short of terrifying and distressing, forcing us to seek legal protection and support. Over this time, I, Charla, have been granted 4 lifetime protection orders, all of which are currently in contempt, with a 5th scheduled for contempt and an extension soon. I wonder who that is. We are also awaiting a judge's decision on a 6th case. Oh! So I wonder if this is Steve. Because the 6th case would be Renell, presumably. The legal process has been long and exhausting, but we remain committed to seeing it through for the safety and well-being of our family. Unfortunately, the financial burden has become overwhelming. We have depleted all available resources, borrowed money, and still owe a significant amount in attorney's fees. The funds raised will be used to pay for essential legal expenses, including copying witnesses, service transcripts, consultations, and attorney's fees for the final lifetime extension of 1 protection from stalking order. Additionally, we need support to pursue new contempt actions and file limited action lawsuits to collect monetary sanctions from those with existing lifetime orders. Yeah, they owe her a bunch of money. What did we do? We did the math, and it should be roughly around like $60,000. These steps are crucial to holding those responsible accountable and ensuring our continued safety. We are deeply grateful for the support we've received so far, and we are finally beginning to see an end in sight to this nightmare. It's been a long haul, but we hope that by sharing our story, we can prevent others from experiencing similar hardships. If you are able to contribute, please know that every bit helps us move forward and brings us closer to peace. Thank you in advance for your kindness and support. So she's less than $50 away if you want to help her out, but Also, I want to show you guys something real quick. Let me pull it up on the side here, because I think this is like kind of important to sort of get the message across. I have to pull up 2 things. Let me just go to I have to go to my channel to do this, so bear with me. I need to open Wolf's Contempt, and then I need to wait for that to load. There we go. And then I need to go to Wolf's YouTube channel. Alright, so I'm going to show you guys something really quick here. So if you look at his contempt paperwork, you will notice that if you go to the date at the beginning is October of 2024. Okay? October of 2024. Please keep that date in mind. Now we're gonna go look at Wolf's channel. This is Wolf's second channel. Alright? This is his second channel. Okay? This channel used to belong to Veda. Who is Veda? Veda is this person. This is Veda. Okay, shut up, stupid weird music. This is Veda. Veda is... Oh, I'll let her.
You know, you fuck with me in a really, really bad way. The worst I would go is worse than doxing. I'll hack you. I won't have to dox you. I'll hack you, and I'll make your whole alias change. So don't fuck with me.
In the District Court of Crowley. So Veda is another person with a contempt order and has had a lifetime order since December of 2024, right? So she gave her channel to this guy who has a contempt charge over here. All right. So again, this is a little bit confusing, but bear with me. So this date is October 2024, right? If you look at his channel, excuse me. Sorry. Ugh, I'm still a little bit sick, I think. I've just caught like a little bit of a cold. Alright. So, I promise I wasn't running around sniffing lavender. So if you look at his channel, and you go to videos, and you go to oldest video, his oldest video is 6 months ago. And you can kind of look through to see what's there, right? And basically all of these except maybe this one and this one is some weird attempt at intimidation. And I showed you one of the videos that he made before, but if you go to the live streams and you go to oldest, this is 6 months ago. So the first one that's here, I'm just gonna mute it because I don't really care about that. I want to look at the date. July of 2025. Right? You see what I'm getting at? Look at the hashtags. This is all of these videos. Nearly all of them have something to do with Charla. Nearly all of them. The only ones that don't are ones that are specifically like about WWE, and there's only like 6 of those. So there's 70 plus some odd videos of content, all at least an hour long, if not longer. There's nearly 100 hours of content on this one channel since after October of 2024. 100 hours of contempt of court. I don't think I can be any more clear about like why this is important or why it matters or why we talk about it. Just the sheer volume of this shit is insane. July of 2025, this first video showed up on this channel. Now, this channel had prior content that was like about Charla and stuff, but that's not showing now. Whether or not it's been properly deleted is another question, but because it was her channel. This bitch. So, to try to circumvent the court order, she gave the channel to Wolf. But I figured I'd kind of give you guys an idea of what that fucking looks like. And, like, this is what harassment looks like. When Manya took the red engine out of your red car, she also put a bunch of lavender in your room. No! No, did she, like, take some, like, dried out lavender and just sprinkle it around, and so now I'll never find it? It's kind of like glitter. It's gotten everywhere. Alright. That's just something that I wanted to kind of get across, because I think that for anybody who's new or for anybody who doesn't really know what's going on, I think that like it's kind of to be like, oh, why are you going to court over stupid internet shit? Because I mean, I wouldn't go to court over stupid internet shit, and I don't think Charlotte's gone to court over stupid internet shit either. She couldn't hack her way out of a wet paper bag. I'm not even convinced she could use, like, Excel out of a wet paper bag. It's in your hair, your sheets, on your pillow, and your hand soap on your computer. Oh, no. Not again! Not again! Alright, so let's get into this fucking... Where were we? This one. Here we go. So, I guess Wolf didn't like that I told him to go fuck himself because he's a stupid bitch. And so he went running to Roadhog. So I guess we find out. Are you ready to find out? I don't care. I'm tempted to just be like, anyway, I don't care. Never mind. Let's do something else. Wait, I don't give a shit. I snuck into Chesh's basement kitchen and let lavender soak in her pickles. No, you put lavender in my pickles? How could you do this to me? That's so mean. How could you betray me like this? I'm gonna I'm gonna light this, what's left of this candle. This is the tobacco and vanilla candle that I got from the dollar store. It's almost dead. Oh, the snow has gotten kind of fluffy. One thing that I like about Canada and that I like about wintertime is that the sky and the ground are the same color. It's all just this like bright gray, white, and so I really like it. So if you go to like a spot where you're like either like at the top of a hill or you're like in a like you pick like a plainish kind of area where you don't there's not a whole, there's nothing going around, or like you go to like any kind of large lake where you can't see the other side, the ground and the sky are the same. It's like a sheet. It's super cool. If you've never seen it, I definitely recommend. If you're ever traveling to like the north in the wintertime. It is, again, it's not for everybody, but it's just like I really like it. Again, not for everyone, but that's just me. Dollar store tobacco. You know, for a dollar store candle, it's actually pretty good. Take that for what you will. I still have this one that I haven't, oh, here, I have this one that I still haven't lit yet, which is My Last Nerve. Oh, look, it's on fire. Your exclusive fragrance. Trim wick to 5 millimeters prior to lighting. I never do that. I never follow the rules. Burn no longer than 4 hours at a time. Container will be hot when the candle is lit. Oh, okay. Probably. Keep out of reach of children, pets. It just says children, comma, pets. And there's no spaces. That's funny. Discontinue use when only 1 centimeter of wax is hot. No. I will not, in fact, do that. I will do none of those things. I may leave it lit for 4 hours. I may not leave it lit for 4 hours. I will not follow any of these rules. Do goblins count as child pets? Is that what you're telling me? Alright, enough stalling. Let's see what this idiot has to say. Good God. Alright. Are you ready? Let's play.
Let me make it clear. This is not a good woman. This is a woman that will fucking use you. And go, well, thanks for the $3. You know, what the fuck? What's up, bro? Look, it's Wolf.
Okay, so I don't know who they were talking about before. Well, clearly they were talking about whoever the fuck this is. Just Ann World, but I don't care about whatever their argument is. So I jumped to the part where Wolf joined the chat.
What? You shit breaking up. What? Well, they're cracking and popping.
Am I?
Yeah, I'm bored too.
I'm all
Look
bored.
there. We are up here.
We all bored. Shit, I gotta be at work at 3:30. Fuck.
I gotta make. I'm eating breakfast and I just to come say hi.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I got this shit at like 9 o'clock this morning.
I would like to point out that we can see his subscriptions, and we can see that he's subscribed to Wolf and Megan. Just that's those two channels right there. So I just thought I'd point that out for anybody who's not looking at the screen or can't really see that very easily. But this is Taboo Topics, and that's Crime Time News. So that's Megan's channel, and that's Wolf's channel. But let's keep on.
Seriously, yeah.
I don't know what's going on. I don't know if y'all know, but me and Just Ann, we buried the hatchet a couple months back as far as our beef went. I don't know what's going on here at all. I have no idea what's going on.
Then why are you on the panel? Like, why are you coming up to talk about this lady when you just said we buried the hatchet and I don't know what's going on? I'm bored. And I have no friends and I have nothing better to do, so I'm just gonna stick my ass in to cause more trouble for reasons. Okay. Alright, sure. I guess. Such a brain dead mentality.
Dude, I was in the bed chilling because the kids had a 2-hour delay and Michelle was going to work, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna chill, because I'm changing shifts. So
Right
what
on.
you fucking
Okay.
do?
Another new job got you busy, so I think it's awesome.
I'm sorry, did Roadhog literally just explain that he had time that he could be spending with his children and his wife, who are in fact up to something, that he chose not to and decided to come online and bitch about some woman anyway? Like, that's it? Okay. Hey, listen, I'm not... Okay. I don't know why people just... I think people just say things and they don't expect anybody to actually, like, think about the thing that they said more than they did. I guess. I don't know. Why would you say that? Whatever.
Shush. But no, I'm sitting there and my motherfucking phone starts going off. I'm like, hey, Jeremy, look at this shit. And I was like, fuck, man, I really don't want to. Oh, well, never mind. This sounds fun. So I went over and looked at Terry Lynn's shit. And I'm like, what? And all of a sudden, I'm like, why the fuck did she tag, Just Dan?
Oh, yeah, I saw that. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
right.
and I'm sitting there going, what in the fuck? And then you start.
I don't know why they were bothering her for. I'm like, what did yeah.
I was like, oh, what the fuck's going on here? But now, after reading everything, and I've done some sneaky shit behind the scenes, I'm like, oh.
After reading everything and doing some stupid shit behind the scenes. Oh, yeah. Ah, intimidating. Very scary. Alright, keep going. Again, I don't know what this controversy is, and I'm skipping it because I don't care.
Oh, okay. I had no idea. Like, what's been going on from what the best I can get from it, because I don't have everything. It's not like I'm really trying to, get there, but it's like Anne has been sitting behind the scenes talking shit forever. And then, people were starting to call her out on it, and then she's like, just flipping and flopping.
I'll tell you what, a big part of what I think is going on here is they're probably upset that she's friends with Shelly Abbott.
Well, see, that's the thing too. Now she's called Shelly Abbott out.
Wait, what? I like Shelly,
dude. It's in the fucking whole. It's in the whole.
And see, this is something I saw. I am a member to Shelly Abbott's channel, and I watched one of her members' videos the other day. And these girls, Sheila.
Thing too, man.
No, I clicked it back by accident. No. Just go forward. I don't care. I don't care about this situation. Please, I don't care about your schoolyard. Who's allowed to be friends with who? Who gives a shit? Oh my god. Just get on with it.
But here comes fucking Steph because the enemy of my enemy shit's going on.
Yeah, she's in there kissing ass to JJ.
I legit made the pog face.
That's what makes me mad about that motherfucking Two-Face. Man,
let me tell you a story. Roadhog, did you see my live last night? I blew something up.
Here we go. Did you see my live last night? So I guess maybe we'll have to go look at Wolf's live from January the 28th. Reverse math. So make a note in the chat that we got to look at Wolf's stream from January 20. Well, I'm already here. Let's look for it. Let's go to latest. 2 days ago. How long ago was January? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 days ago, probably. So 2 days ago, 4 days ago, 5 days ago, 6 days ago. So it's probably this one. No, that's the fucking. So maybe it's this one. It's 9 days ago, or it's this one. It's one of these two. Oh, look, there's Jax. That's funny. All right, so it's this one or this one.
Yeah, most people didn't know. Well, here's something that happened yesterday that does involve you that you don't know about. Okay.
Oh,
Bliss Chris became friends with that court abusing bitch that's taking all the.
Oh, I need the contempt counter. Oh, I'm sorry. My mistake. I didn't realize I needed to go get beer for this. It is 9 in the morning. Oh, brother. Oh god, okay. Well, I should have. I don't know why I didn't think this was gonna. This didn't cross my mind, but, so. Excuse me real quick while I move this. Oops. It is contempt counter time. Doo-doo-doo. I guess we should reset this to 1. 1. I'm also going to, crack one of my notebooks here. Give me this one. This one will do. Come here. Do-do-do. Oh yeah, for funsies, I was counting how many times Markiplier died to each animatronic in his videos because I wanted to see if there was a pattern. I just thought it would be fun. Alright. Let me grab a pen real quick, because I'm gonna write this down real quick because it might be useful information for court. I'm an artist and I have pencils everywhere. Can we connect the counter to money for the suit? I mean, that would be cool if we could do that. Does anybody have that much money? Because that's like infinite money. So, I don't know if this is like is this actually Roadhog's channel? Does his channel get like yeeted? Because this only has 400 subscribers. What is this? Or is this somebody just tracking it? Oh no, this was like legit alive, so it wasn't uploaded afterwards. So yeah, I guess this is his channel now. Wow. Okay, well, whatever. So let's just write down. I'll pick up the URL later, but did at just an world expose who she really, I should probably spell really right instead of being a cheese ball, really is. Alright, so at 34, call it 34 minutes and like 30 seconds, Wolf starts talking about his shit. So I'm gonna like 34 minutes. Fucking, what did I say? 30 seconds? 30 seconds. Alright. Let's just keep an eye on this and see if there's any court relevant information, shall we?
To court that y'all know about that I like to talk about, right?
Yeah.
Well, Bliss Chris traded my channel, okay, for falsified court documents that she used against you. Now,
what? Traded your channel? Your channel is still there? I don't understand what that means, but it sounds like bullshit.
What? The Kansas bitch that's taking all the court, right? Became
Oh, sorry. I'm trying to fucking count the amount of contempt that's happened already. So did you see my live last night? A live in which he talked about Charla, right? So that's encouraging a third party and a new group of people to go and watch those videos and encourage more harassment, right? So that's 2. Like, he's bringing it up, he's talking about it. The prior live exists, and he's sending more people. So is it contempt for each person? Because there's at least one person here, and then there's 200 views on the video. So is that 200 points of contempt at this point? I'm just gonna call this 2 points of contempt. And then that'll put us at 3. And then he says,
I blew something up the water that most people didn't know. Well, here's something that happened yesterday that does involve you that you don't know about. Okay.
Oh,
Bliss Chris became friends with that court abusing bitch that's taking all of us to court that y'all know.
Okay, so court abusing bitch that's taking us all to court is 2 counts, right? So, but we already counted court abusing bitch, so we're gonna count that at 4. All right, because now he's talking about the procedures.
About that, I like to talk about, right?
Yeah.
Well, Bliss Chris traded my channel.
For somebody who claims he doesn't like to talk about it, he sure does fucking talk about it everywhere.
Okay, for falsified court documents that she used against you. Now, the Kansas bitch, the Kansas bitch, that's 3, so that's 7. The Kansas bitch that's taking all to court, right? Became friends with Bliss.
That's taking us all to court, so being more explicitly clear about who he's talking about.
Bliss turned on all of us. That bitch, Bliss took my channel down based on her picture. The Kansas bitch took my channel.
Okay, so that's 9. And then there's another accusation, so that's 10. Oh boy.
Down to court in Kansas and said that my take.
Back to talking about court in Kansas, so that's 11.
Down was about her when it was only about Bliss. Bliss traded my channel to get her to help falsify documents for court that she used against you.
And now he's accusing Charla of falsifying court documents, so that's 12. And I'm gonna make a note of the timestamp of that because that's now at 35:26. Let's call it 23 for context. Part of the other reason that I'm doing this is like literally just a demonstration. It is literally just a demonstration of what it takes to go because you have to go through this shit, understand the context, and then file it properly with the court. Now, I'm a little bit like, I'm doing this because I'm being a petty bitch right now. I'm in a mood and I feel like it. But if you're the harassed party, you have to listen to these fucking people harassing you over and over and over again just to collect the information to court. Like, this is just a demonstration and how long it takes to actually do this work. Like, it's a lot, especially if you're by yourself. Let alone if you're gonna are you gonna pay a lawyer to watch fucking do this? No, that would be so expensive. Petty bitch mode activated. Yeah, like all these people have been like, oh, you're working for Charla, you're working for Katie Joy, blah, blah, blah. You're just doing this because blah, 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 blah. And tell you what, fine. You're helping Charla. All right, tell you what, let me help Charla for like 5 minutes, and I'm gonna go through this one video and count the contempt in it, and I'm gonna write it down, and I'm gonna send it to her just as a present, just for a treat.
She took you to court and she lost with those documents. She traded my channel to Brenton for falsified documents.
What sneaky little fucking
it's really dirty. Yeah, it's really dirty.
So they're now accusing Charla of doing a conspiracy to do fraud on the court for another channel and saying that it was because of, like, it was directed at Roadhog to say that Charla's going after Roadhog to try to get Roadhog to be mad to go after Charla. So that's, all of this is just a whole story that Wolf is making up and he's just flat out lying through his teeth straight to Roadhog's face. All right, so I'm gonna vote. I'm gonna get you guys to vote in the chat. Guys, do you think Roadhog's gonna buy it? Do you guys think Roadhog's gonna believe Wolf on this? He's not like, yeah, he's not that dumb, right? He's not that stupid, right? He wouldn't be that fucking brain dead. Like, he knows Wolf is a fucking idiot, right? I'm pretty sure he knows Wolf is a dumb fuck. Like, I'm pretty sure. It's just that Wolf is a convenient dumb fuck, right? So, but he's not gonna fucking fall into the dumb fuck territory, right? And so, yeah, also, like, saying she's doing a conspiracy on the court is another point of contempt, and so is, yeah, calling her dirty and shit. Technically, every use of, like, referring to Charla by she is also contempt, but I'm not gonna count all of those for now. Just, like, for every little ramble he goes on, just add, like, 10. You think he's gonna fall for it? You know, 50-50? I don't know, man. I don't know. All right, let's keep going.
She made Cindy turn on me. She made JJ turn on me. She made Dina turn on me. All because she could not handle that she was about to be exposed for what she did. And like I said, at the end of the day, she did it all for nothing because she lost to you. So those documents did nothing for her. You lost.
Yeah.
You lost to you. She did it for nothing.
Lost to me.
She ruined friendships.
C10, roughly.
Relationships, and cost me my original channel.
That's called karma, bitch. Karma.
But Wolf is the one who lost his channel, so he's the one who's receiving the karma. So, God, I don't know what Sunshinery's deal is. I really don't. I don't have a fucking clue what this... I don't know where... She's just a... She seems like she's just a curmudgeon. You know what I mean? I don't know, like, what her shtick is, but she's just there, like, being a cheerleader. And you know what? I gotta give her props for ride or die. Yeah, he violated the TOS. Yeah, Shawn is Wolf's name. He doxed himself by putting out his PayPal because he's an idiot. He's so dumb. I want to do a dapper drink for contempt, but it's water or tea. I don't want to kill you. Yeah, I would die. Every time they do contempt, take a drink. We're already at 14. We've only listened to like 10 seconds. Sunday is just a yes man. Yeah, she's just a cheerleader. She doesn't really contribute much besides vitriol. Right? Do a push-up for every contempt. Is that what I should do? Should I do push-ups for every contempt? Gotta start with 14? I don't want to die. My arms will become noodles. All right.
That's what happened. Yes, that's what happened. She's a dirty bitch. I was gonna say it involves you too, because yeah, the documents that she used, remember, the same lies that she used against you in court are the same lies that Kansas bitch used against us in that kangaroo court in Kansas.
That same lies that Kansas bitch used against us in that kangaroo court in Kansas. How much contempt is it? The Kansas bitch is 1. Used against us is 2. Calling it lies is 2. Kangaroo court is 3. So that's at 4, right? That's 18. Alright, well, fuck it. That's 3607. 36... I'm gonna call it 05 for context. I usually, when I do things like this, I like to provide the additional context, so I add like a couple of seconds to the back. This is usually how I do videos when I'm doing videos, by the way, which is not very often, but like this is the way I do them. I'll like watch them through and then make notes. Half the time, usually I don't have to pause, but because there's so much and it's so like bam, 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 I have to pause. I have to pause Shawn or I'm never gonna get to the end of it. Because he's just gonna keep rambling. Oh, right. Lies in court. Quotes. Kansas bitch. Quote. Kangaroo court. End quote. All right, continue. Go on.
The same shit. The same shit. And that's for our buddy.
That's fucked up.
I know, I got 2 channels.
I'm pretty sure technically saying same shit is 2 counts of contempt. I'm gonna count it, but I'm not gonna write it down. Can we refer to Shawn as that Arkansas bitch? I think you'd be better off calling him the bitch from Arkansas. Shawn, that bitch from Arkansas. The way he fucking tags me is one of the funniest things ever. Maybe we'll talk about it another time.
Well, anyway, now, so I mean, I'm monetized on one.
Right. Yeah.
He's got 2 channels now. Wait, what's the other one? I know the Crime Time News one, but is the second one Megan's channel? Okay, so I'm gonna write that down because he's implying that he's got more channels based off of their behavior and has more channels in which he's talking about this same shit. So 1, that is an admission, but 2, it might mean that there's another channel we don't know about that probably needs to be investigated to find out where and what it is. And so that's 36, 15. I like that he says that 1 is monetized, but the channel that he has is monetized is only monetized because he got a channel that was already monetized from Veda. That implies he's the only bitch. That was the joke, yes, because he likes to imply that I've got, it's a mirror of the way he fucking hashtags me on Twitter and in his channel. If it comes, I don't want to spoil because I think it's gonna come up, and if it comes up, I'll explain. But if not, don't worry about it. He's a bitch from Arkansas. Yeah. Does he have a Twitch? I don't know. Maybe he does. He's got another channels that he doesn't use. Oh, okay. He would get yeeted from Twitch in 2 seconds. Yeah, I don't think Wolf would last on Twitch. Maybe Rumble. Maybe Rumble. The thing is that what I'm kind of thinking is, so if we go back real quick to Wolf's contempt paperwork, if you go to near the end, I'm not sure if this paperwork has the, okay, just get out of my way. Don't leave me alone. YouTube or other social media platforms. Yeah, it doesn't look like this contempt that Wolf has. It has YouTube, like an order to YouTube to just remove it. Because what I would suspect that he's an idiot. So I think if he lost the Crime Time News channel, this one that he's referring to, where he's doing all of the contempt, there's also, he'll just move and keep doing things on that other channel if it's not removed. I suspect. I have a sneaking suspicion. But we also have been live for an hour, so I'm going to take a quick break, and I will be right back in a couple of minutes. So enjoy weird music, I guess. I'll be right back. god, this music is so fucking weird, dude. Fucking wacky. Alright. I went and got some Earl Grey. It's also, like, extra milky, because I like my Earl Grey milky for some reason. I don't know why. Yeah, I know how to vibe, man. Wacky ass shit, dude. Okay, are you guys ready? Are you ready to get back into this? Like, this is what I mean. You see what a slog this is? We've only covered 5 minutes. Between the 34-minute mark and we are at 36:15. Can you imagine, could you imagine being the person that these people are actually going after? Could you imagine being the person that you're going after and you're not somebody who is, like, on the internet? You're not somebody who's, like, an internet person? Like, it's insane to me. Like, I can't imagine what that's like. 'Cause, like, I'm an internet person. That's not a, I don't know. I'm used to this kind of shit. I put myself out there, so it makes sense for me to be able to, like, if you can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen, you know what I mean? But one thing that you'll notice that I think is a really interesting contrast is Wolf has another target whose name is Alice. And Alice argues and tweets and, like, she doesn't have a channel, but she definitely, like, goes back after Wolf and, like, argues with him indirectly or directly in some cases. So, like, she's fighting back to a degree, whereas Charlotte, on the other hand, disappeared and went away and wasn't making any, like, she never made any content. She wasn't making any post. She doesn't fucking have, like, she deleted her Twitter even again now. Her Twitter's gone again. So, like, she left and didn't say anything for, like, 2 years. And so it explains and makes a good demonstration about, like, and I don't necessarily agree with the way Alice has handled things. I don't necessarily agree with the way Charlotte has handled things. It's not about whether you agree or disagree about whether or not the way somebody has handled something works or not. The point is that Wolf wouldn't stop if Charlotte went away and wouldn't stop if Alice fights back. So it doesn't matter what the victim does. It's a coin toss, right? Because he's clearly not stopping regardless. So it doesn't matter. You can't just look at Charlotte and be like, oh, well, just get off the internet, get away from these people. It's like, well, you can't. They don't let you get away from them. That's why it's harassment, right? And the other thing is somebody says, well, you should have fought back against them. It's like, okay, yeah, but then they just keep going and doing more. So, like, there's no, you're damned if you do, damned if you don't situation, right? So I thought that was an interesting thing to kind of point out, that they make a really interesting contrast. But does I'm an internet person have the same energy as are they German, though? I don't think so. Who the fuck is Alice? I know. All right. Let's go. No more procrastinating.
That's why she runs from me, because she knows I'll cuss her fucking ass out.
That's the biggest.
Wait, is he talking about Charlotte or is he talking about Bliss Chris? Because you can see that, like, he goes after anybody who disagrees with him, right?
And that kangaroo court in Kansas, the same shit. The same shit. And that's where her buddy was.
That's fucked up.
I mean, I'm good. I got 2 channels anyway now, so I mean, I'm monetized on one.
Right. Yeah.
That's what that bitch did. That's why she runs from me, because she knows I'll cuss her fucking ass out.
That's the biggest thing.
I think he's referring to Bliss Chris there.
Too, man, is like a lot of these people just don't understand. Is they've got this thing where they think that they're safe behind these groups, and then you have the fucking fallout, and the fallout is what kills you, because then you start seeing all this BS bullshit behind the scenes.
Correct.
And
she's
it's just
so dirty. And
well,
that woman.
Okay, so Roadhog's gonna fall for it. Oh no. Do you really think that, like, whatever? I don't need to analyze the stupidity in this. That woman is referring to Charlotte, so that's 2.
It has crimes involving children. It's nasty. It's racist.
It has crimes involving children. It's nasty. It's racist. Yeah, none of that is true. they've been going on about this thing because they went digging. They went digging to try to find any type of shit. You know, did that harassment thing that they could use against Charla to try to win. And I guess Veda found something where she has a ticket that she paid a fine for because she was babysitting her friend's kids at her house, and her ex-stepdaughter, you know, the one that they all pulled onto stream to talk shit about her strange stepdaughter or whatever, called, like, the, what is it, the equivalent of bylaw on her to say she was running a daycare. So she just paid the fine, and then it's the most petty fucking shit ever. So yeah, crimes against children is not true. That's not a thing that happened. It's not even it is such a stretch and an extrapolation off of what the actual truth is that it's almost it's almost unrecognizable. It's just such a bastardization. So that is what time? That's 36:40. All that 42. Accusations of, quote, crimes against children. Yeah, that's not true. So that's accusing her of crime. This isn't even the first crime that they've accused her of. They accused her of doing credit card fraud. They accused her of swatting. Now they're accusing her of, quote unquote, crimes involving children. Sorry, not against children, involving children. Yeah, no. And, like, the crazy thing about this is, like, this is something I think Veda's the one where this originated from. But Veda shared it in their group chat, and when Veda shared it in their group chat, they all started talking about it because it's a cabal. So that's 3. And I'm sorry, I paused him in the middle of his sentence.
Has done it to other people. Her whole town hates her, and Bliss traded my channel. So that
her whole town hates her? Oh, really? Oh, really? If I go onto Facebook and I type in, like, the name of the town, will I find a Facebook group of... I was at her town. I went there. Unlike Wolf, I went to this town because I went to go to court there, you know? And I wandered around the town. I, like, went to a bar. I went to a restaurant, like a sports bar. I went to, like, the fucking food and ice cream shop down the street, and everybody was really friendly and everybody was nice to her. There was no indication that there was any kind of, like, underlying malice in this town. Does he think the town is like the fucking town from Hot Fuzz? For the greater good. Like... Oh, that'd be crazy if it were true. That would be pretty crazy. But that's 24. And then I'm gonna go with 25 because every time he makes this accusation that Bliss traded his channel, it means that he's accusing Charla of colluding with Bliss Chris to attack him, which affected Roadhog. So that's another. So we can actually retroactively now, because we know what he's saying now. We can actually add another 5 points of contempt. So that puts us at 30, because this is where the story is originating from. Should I perchance, perhaps make loaded fries again if I can find bacon? Oh my god. Oh my god, yes. Yes, do that. Actually, I should do that. Actually, maybe that's what I'll make tonight. I have ground pork. I could make the fries with the potatoes I have in the air fryer. I have cheese, so I can grate cheese on top of that. Then I can add onions, and I can add bacon. I don't have any sour cream, but I think I can get over that. I think I can... Well, thank you, Ashley. That's now what I'm gonna make for our cooking stream tonight. I don't buy bacon bits. I make bacon bits from bacon. He used her avatar and put KKK hood on it, and then he got struck for it. Yeah, that's right. That is what he did. That's how his channel actually got taken down. There was no collusion.
That bitch could use it against me and other people in court, and it failed. It fucking.
That bitch has used it against me and other people in court. And it failed. No, it didn't. You have a fucking restraining order. So that's 5. But also, you have a fucking restraining order. You have a fucking restraining order, dude. Are you gonna put ranch on yours? I think I have Caesar bacon dressing, is what I do have.
Fail.
Jesus.
Wow.
Christ, man.
Yeah, that woman helped her. That woman helped her falsify documents against you, bro. Against you.
Why is Sunshinary reacting to this as if it's the first time she heard it? Wow. Like, bitch. Are you serious? You really acting like this is the first time you've heard him say this shit? I'm low-key kind of impressed. That bitch helped. Wait, what did he say? Helped falsify documents. So clearly, like, is fucking, is Roadhog this dumb? Like, is he actually gonna buy this shit? Is he that desperate that he needs an out for something he seems to have won?
That's
shit
crazy.
didn't work on you. That shit, I keep winning.
Yeah, it didn't work. Yeah, she calls me my written channel. I got 2 more.
When shit isn't really happening, it's very easy to prove it's not fucking happening.
Well, see, it's funny because I'm.
What? When shit isn't happening, it's really easy to prove that shit isn't happening. Okay. Then prove this isn't a cabal then. Because you allege that cabal isn't a thing that's happening. If it's not happening, it should be pretty easy to prove. Oh my god, this is fucking not the brightest bulbs in the shed that they've got going on here, I gotta say.
I was telling Michelle a couple of weeks ago, I was like, you know what, they all going after each other now because I ain't been around. Exactly. And because, you know, I used to give them a lot of attention. I used to I spread myself way too fucking thin.
Right.
And now when they don't have a unified one thing that they can go after, they fucked.
They are.
You know, it's like, oh shit, you know, and then, you know, all these friendships are breaking up because they're not really friendships.
They're not at all.
That's the thing. It's not really a friendship. What it was a coexistence that mutually benefited each other for a time being. You know, like
that could be considered a friendship. It might be more accurate to call that like an arrangement, an agreement between a social thing, maybe. Friendship, maybe that's a little bit too far of a word for it. Depends, I guess. Sure. Could you define? They seem to like to define what isn't friendship a lot, but they don't seem to define what is friendship very often.
Like this thing with Terry and Tyra. That's just that's like, okay, motherfuckers. I could have told y'all. Well, I did.
And guess what? We're all real friends here because we all have had our things that we've been doing separately. And guess what? We all stay in touch over here because we're real friends, motherfuckers.
And would you like to know another thing?
I'm convinced. I wouldn't have been convinced if you didn't say that in a sing-songy voice, but because you said it in a sing-songy voice, you sold me. That's why none of you showed up for each other as witnesses in court, right? Because you're real friends? Oh. Mm-hmm. None of these people showed up for Rennell either, by the way, and that was via Zoom. And if Aaron showed up to her hearing, that also would have been via Zoom, so they could have come to that one, and same with Veda. So all of them since the original ones have been allowed to be done via Zoom. So they could have showed up if their concern was like, I can't travel to do that. Guess what? I'm not Charlotte's friend, and I went. Why did I go? Because I put my money where my mouth is. I put my mouth in the fucking courtroom. Because I, unlike you, have balls.
Secret?
What?
I got another secret people want to know. I spent about $800 and I had 3 accounts traced to find out who they were. Would you like to know who Alice is? Alice is Alexis Summers / Humphreys, aka Shin's panty liner.
So you're doxing somebody. Is that what you're doing? You're doxing somebody? You're putting their name out? Okay.
100%. And Shins, the one who started here with you, is Alice.
It wouldn't surprise me, man.
Hasn't he been like following Alice for like upwards of 7 years or something? Like, you think he might have figured out who she is by now, and the fact that he hasn't tells me at least as much as he is stalking, he's not even good at it.
I'll take. I use most companies that use trace accounts for court and shit like that. I use one of them. That's why it cost me over $800. I know in all 3 accounts I traced 2 Alice's accounts and 1 of Shin's, and they all went back to the same house in California.
Damn.
Alice is Canadian. Did he say CAN and think it was California? Oh no. Oh boy. So we'll sure. You paid money, therefore it's legit. That's definitely not how scams work.
Those IP addresses will get you every time there, girlfriend.
No, they won't. That's not how IP addresses work.
They don't say it yet, because I proved that shit. I'm like, no, wait a minute, I know exactly who the fuck you are, and that's why I went on some legal shit for that bitch.
The whole thing is I've had my fun with the legal times. You know,
Wolf has never shown or demonstrated that he has any legal paperwork with Alice at all. So I don't believe you.
I've proven without a shadow of a doubt that, you know, I'll whoop your ass in court. I'll take you down.
Exactly. That's another thing. Like I said, the lies that Bliss put on that same paperwork were the same lies that Kansas bitch put on paperwork. Kansas has friends in that.
Kansas, paperwork, court, Kansas. Okay, hold on. Wait, he's going on a rant again. This is it.
Another thing, like I said.
Okay, here's another thing. 3913. Yeah. All right, now let's count.
The lies that Bliss put on that same paperwork were the same lies that Kansas bitch put on paperwork. Kansas has friends in that courtroom because they keep leaking shit out they're not supposed to. It's a corrupt courtroom. The same shit that she tried on us there that worked in the kangaroo court did not work against you in Baltimore because Baltimore, it's a real court. So that's why. That's why.
Have you asked for?
Okay, so that's 11. So that would be 46. How do I? What's the note that I put on to explain what that was? I mean, he's just kind of repeating himself, if you noticed. But I guess corrupt court, accusing the court of leaking documents. Okay, continue.
For a change of venue?
We did. We were denied because it's her friend. The first.
Oh, so Roadhog actually asking a reasonable question. Did you ask for a change of venue? Well, here's the thing. The judge did change at least once so far in this case. So I get the feeling that we're about to hear about how Wolf doesn't understand what Roadhog actually just asked. But that's okay. That's all right. That's fine. It's a reasonable question, like... But if you're all friends, how does Roadhog not know about any of this? Like, that seems kind of sketch to me. You're all friends, you're all talking in the background, but somehow Roadhog doesn't know any of this shit? Doesn't know about anything that's gone on with Wolf for the past 2.5 years? Like, does anybody else find that suspicious? Like, is that not odd to anybody else?
First judge was her friend. The first judge recused herself after she realized I'm giving too much for this bitch. Then Aaron.
By the way, that accusation of Charlotte being friends with the judge came from Steve. Out of left field. Steve just said that in their group chat, and then they have all just ran with it ever since. There was no verification process. Nobody asked him any questions. He just said, they just put that out there, and they all just glommed onto it and have been saying it ever since. If it's for friends who do contempt together, U is for more contempt than the population of Ultramar, and N is for neurotic amounts of contempt. F is for friends who contempt together. U is for more contempt than population of Ultramar. Normal judge rotation. Yeah, judge rotations are kind of normal, although I wouldn't put it past this group to have been emailing the court. I know that they were emailing the court for a fact, but I wouldn't put it past the contents of some of those emails being, like, harassing in nature, right? And, like, wanting to, like... I imagine they were emailing the court thinking they were making requests. So, like, if you want to, like, change the venue, you have to, like, submit a motion to do that. And I really, really don't think that Wolf did that. So I suspect that this is just not true because Wolf is stupid. But we gotta start counting these. We were denied because it's her friend.
The first judge was her friend. The first judge recused herself after she realized I'm giving too much for this bitch. Then Aaron, you can't see Aaron, faxed a document directly from her home to the court only. 2 days later, court abusing bitch, and Cheshire had that shit on the live stream 2 days later.
Well, see, what's funny
It's not the court's fault, and it's not Charla's fault, and it's not my fault that Aaron is not secure with her documents. That's Aaron's fault. By the way, actually, hold on. I think I have a clip of this somewhere. Hold on, 1 second. That was another 6, right? So that's 52. Hold on 1 second. Give me uno momento, por favor. I think I might have something about this where Aaron claimed she only faxed it to the court, right? That's what Aaron claimed. But Aaron also claimed that she was sharing all of her documents in a group DM. So she didn't just share it with the court, she shared it with, like, in her Google Drives. But also, hold on, give me 1 second. I'm pretty sure I may or may not have Here it is. I've found it. Let me just really quickly grab this video from Wolf's channel and go to the timestamp that has what I'm looking for on it. And it's 1 hour, 14 minutes, and 25 seconds. So let's just pull this up real quick, and we're just gonna click it back just a little bit. 1 hour, what did I say? 1 hour, 14 minutes. 1 hour 14 minutes and a few seconds, so we'll just call it 1:14. And let's turn closed captions back on, and let's just listen real quick. Hopefully I got the right one on the first try.
Sorry if y'all hear the dog in the background.
Hey,
talking.
Your friend is clearly broken the law, and there's a leaky. We're gonna talk about the leak of Aaron, or Aaron's leak. I want to talk about that too. Whenever
I don't want to hear about Aaron's leaking problems.
get your screenshots ready too, man, because we're gonna talk about them too, because those people are involved also. Yeah, let's talk about the leak of Aaron's leak. Aaron faxed a document to the court only.
Yeah, only there, nobody else. Right.
Nobody else.
Yeah. Nobody saw it. It wasn't in any chats or anything like that. Yeah. So
wasn't sent to me, wasn't sent to Megan, wasn't sent to Tammy Sue,
nope.
none of it.
Wasn't sent to anybody.
Are they saying wasn't sent or was sent? One sent to me. I'm assuming means wasn't.
2 days later, that shows up on Chesh's live stream.
Huh. Wonder how she got that.
Yeah. Let's...
Guys. The copy that I had, that I showed, did not have any fax information on it. And you can go and see it on my channel. What a bunch of goofy goobers. What a bunch of silly bellies. They're so silly. Silly little guys.
Is if that goes down, that's when you would go to the state Supreme Court.
Yeah.
Oh, there's so much shit going on in the background now. I can't even say, but there's a lot of shit going on.
Is Wolf implying that he is going to appeal to the Supreme Court? You didn't go. You don't have grounds to appeal because you didn't go to court. That's not how any of this works. But, like, I think that's funny. I think that's very funny. Oh my god. I'm also gonna make a note here that there's also, like, there's a lot of shit going on in the background is just a vague threat, right? He also, like, has said on Twitter that like everything that's been posted on the internet is going to a medical professional, and I have to only assume it's his own medical professional, because what other medical professional could there possibly be that he's talking to? But it doesn't really make sense, although it is possible that they're trying to send all of the shit that they're saying about Charla to Charla's medical professional, whose information they may have obtained through, like, just court processes. So, like they've just taken through court process. So there's also, I guess it's also possible that they're harassing Charla's professional people. He's actually talking to ChatGPT, yeah. He doesn't have the kind of cash to start with. Yeah, here's the thing, if you're gonna appeal something like that, it costs money. And Wolf has already said that he's on disability. So he's not gonna have the money to do that. So is he gonna start a GoFundMe? Because if he starts a GoFundMe, it's in contempt of court. If he were to open a GoFundMe to raise funds to appeal his contempt charges, it would be in contempt, because you couldn't possibly write a GoFundMe in a way that doesn't break GoFundMe's terms of service without violating the court order. So if he does a GoFundMe, he's in violation. Not that he seems to care about being in violation of his court order. A default judgment can be appealed. Yes, it can. Shawn has to prove and show how the court was abused and was colluding. Well, he has to also say why he didn't go. But there's also a window that you have the opportunity to do that, and he's beyond that window. And if you recall, Steve got a default judgment and had a lawyer and tried to fight it and lost. So, especially when you have a bunch of fucking live streams of you saying you're not going to go to court, fuck the court. You know what I mean? Like, he has no grounds to appeal. And we're nearly at as much contempt as you have IQ points. I know, right? I feel like that needs to be a finish your drink moment. When you get to the level, like, when you get to 62, finish your drink. When it gets to double 62, so when it gets to 124, finish your drink again.
I mean, but that's the thing, is you got a lot of people out here that are angry motherfuckers, man. And you have to, you know, if you're not able to fight in one way, you know, they can fuck with you.
Yeah.
And it's sad, but it's true. Well, you know, like, I've been trying to tell motherfuckers for years that some of these people, they ain't gonna change.
No, they're not.
There's gonna be no change. And we see it every day. Like, I've been going, dude, I can't cuss Tyra out no more. I can't.
It's the same shit, different year.
I can't call her the king of cockroaches anymore.
I low-key like that Roadhog is basically complaining that he's run out of steam when it comes to yelling at people. You getting tired, boo?
I can't keep doing it because guess what? She does it every day for me. It's like you just have to accept. Yeah, you have to.
She's never going to grow up. She's never going to learn. She's never going to take accountability. She's never going to do anything.
Well,
I'm not going to lie. When you want somebody to change, the presentation in which you provide the information and the direction in which you want somebody to change matters. The messaging matters. However, if you're just being a yelly piece of shit and expecting people to listen to you, like, that'd be dumb. That'd be very, very dumb. So, for example, like, I've had people harassing me for years. Like, it's just a common thing. And it's not always the same people, right? It's like goes on a rotation. But why in the flying fuck would I take advice about how to behave from people who don't like me? Clearly, the people who don't like me and are yelling and cussing me out, quote unquote, are the people who care about me the most, right? So I should take their advice? But here's the thing, when it comes to people like Wolf, at least, even if you were to do everything that Wolf asked you to do, it's arbitrary. And because his standards and what he wants you to do is arbitrary, you're never going to satisfy him. So even if you were to even try to fucking abide by what he's telling you to do, you would never succeed. Why should anybody, in fact, I would probably say that nobody should take Shawn's advice on what they should and should not do, particularly if he hates you. That doesn't mean don't listen to what he has to say. You can still listen to what he has to say if you want, if that holds some value to you for whatever reason. But, like, this man is worthless. I'm gonna tell it like it is, man. This dude is worthless the way he is. Does that mean he's always gonna be worthless, or does that mean that he can't become worthwhile? Oh, of course he could. Is he going to? I don't think so. I don't think so, because he may or may not be one of those angry people that's never going to change. Even though a literal court is telling him he's doing harassment. Here's a question. How bad will Shawn's order of weed be if he shows up and no Zoom option is available? Oh, Shawn's odor of weed. Like, how bad does he smell like weed? Oh, he's not washing that off. There's no way. If he smokes the amount of weed that he claims he smokes, he smells like a skunk. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. No matter how much he showers, he smells like a fucking skunk. Because he also smokes inside. So it's not like he's airing it out in any way. He's like steeped in it. You know what I mean?
Well, it's like a lot of these people, you know, they have this they have that ooh, this is me right now, and you know, I'm perfect and I'm a wonderful person and blah blah blah.
Oh my god, they're back to the, oh, well, we don't pretend to be perfect, blah, 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 blah. Okay, whatever. It's just, is this a dog whistle?
No, you're not.
No,
you're not. You're a real dirty motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
I am perfect. I'm just gonna point that out right now. I'm the best. I've never done anything wrong in my entire life as far as I'm concerned. But that's my opinion.
And they're very good at hiding their shit. And they get people to help them hide that shit. Because, you know, like when I sit here and talk about
technically, Charla is being looped into this entire thing about they. So all of this is Wolf getting Roadhog to talk about Charla as if Charla is part of the same group of people that he's talking about, and making all of these accusations and lumping her into this group of people. So this is fallacious, but I am going to like make a quick note of it, and we're just gonna call it. He's been going on for a little bit, so we're gonna call it 40 minutes for now. But I want to make a note that that's exactly what's going on here. He's almost trying to psychoanalyze, which is kind of interesting. Oh god. What am I doing? I'm having a minute. There we go. Good enough. It is a additional form of harassment, right? Roadhog's dumb, I guess, for doing this, but like,
yeah, I'm very honest about it. That she's a dirty motherfucker.
She is.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
She's a dirty motherfucker behind the scenes.
Yeah, I totally believe it. I totally believe it. Like I said,
do we have to talk about what?
Oh shit! I've stopped counting the contempt. I got distracted. Technically, every time he like Roadhog says he's referring to Charla based on context, and again, like I said, he's just lumping her in. So technically, all of that would be at least one count of contempt, since it's a third party instigated by Wolf. I should use the word instigated here, by the way. Instigated. Boom. So let's call this, I'm just gonna count that as one and call it 53.
Dirty motherfucking Ann did to you. I mean, she tried to go into a family court. Family fucking court in Jersey, bitch. Come on.
And guess what?
You ain't never ever slept with this bitch, never seen this bitch, never touched this bitch, nothing.
There's sometimes, like, you know, you have to understand that some people are not the smartest people in the world.
Oh, yeah? You don't say? On the other hand, I don't know Roadhog's personal beef with these people, so maybe what he's saying about them is correct, maybe it's not correct. And I don't really care. If that's something that other people want me to take a look at because it matters for some reason, feel free to reach out to me and let me know.
Exactly.
You know, when I sit here and say it, you know, the only thing she cares about at the end of the day is the revenue and the kickback she gets off Makeup Box and shit. That's really it.
Exactly.
She does not care about any of these people on a personal issue. I mean, they're not her family. Technically, I mean, she doesn't.
I'm kind of curious as to why you think she needs to, but whatever.
Have to. That's not something she has to do. She doesn't have to give a fuck. But it's
Correct.
the way
Then why are you complaining? You literally just said it doesn't matter if she doesn't care. That's fine.
she makes people think.
Yeah,
Right.
she
Makes
wants
motherfuckers
people
think.
to care about her, and then
This is like, this sound, okay, maybe, again, I don't know this situation, but you know what this sounds like to me? This sounds like a dude at the bar complaining that the stripper doesn't have feelings for him. This is what this sounds like to me. So, like, maybe they're right, and this lady that they're talking about is a problem, but the way they're talking about it makes it sound like their argumentation is not good. Put it that way. But as we know, and as we have to accept, and what we have to understand, as Roadhog has informed us, is some people just aren't the brightest. They're just not the smartest.
when it comes down to it, when they need her to care about them, she doesn't give a fuck. She'll use you to take that step up. That's all it is.
I'm telling you this. There's some fucked up shit going on in this motherfucking world, and you see it every day now. Because there's no excuse for this shit. All these fucking women out here going, you know, I'm this really good. No, you're not, dude. No. But they portray themselves as that.
It's only the women. Only women do that. That's not a thing men do. I don't know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm saying? She's portraying herself as, I'm a victim. That's what she did with the argument with me and her. Supposedly, she was a victim of mine. Supposedly, I harassed her. But if you want to get down,
you're hanging out with. I don't mean to say that because you're hanging out with Wolf and helping him harass another lady. That doesn't necessarily mean that you definitively harassed this other woman in this other scenario. But you did just take on this entire idea that the woman that Wolf, that Shawn is harassing, is lumped in to the group of women that you have beef with. And also, maybe sometimes there's something to be said about who you hang around with and the type of stuff you watch is a little bit informative of the type of person you are. So, like, if you're fine with Wolf's harassment, or you don't think that what Wolf did or has done is harassment, then I would think that it is very likely that you've harassed somebody and you just don't believe that it's harassment. But now we're getting into the semantics of what does Roadhog think constitutes harassment? And is there a double standard, potentially? Does he think it's harassment if this person does it, but doesn't if that person does it? I mean, I don't know. I'm positing that question. I'm not trying to make an argument. I'm just positing that, like, well, this is that's what the conversation devolves into.
Down to it, the shit she said I did is the shit she's doing behind the scenes to people.
And it's what.
Yeah, but that's just whataboutism. So now you're saying that she's harassing people, so when therefore it's okay that I harassed her. So you're admitting that you harassed her. You're just saying that she harasses other people, therefore your harassment of her doesn't count. Which is not how that works. So now we've got a clip of Roadhog admitting that he harassed some woman. He just thinks that it's okay. Which is kind of part of the problem. If you murder a murderer, you still did a murder. If you fuck a sheep, you're still a sheep fucker. Just because you went to go have sex with somebody else later doesn't mean you didn't fuck that sheep. You did. If you harass a harasser, you are now also a harasser. So it doesn't, that's not how it works, guys. All you're doing is adding more harassment.
You were never her victim. She talked about you first. We didn't even know.
That's not how that works. It doesn't matter who started it. It doesn't matter who started it. That's not how it works, Sunshinary. I know this is complicated for you, but if I say you're a stupid piece of shit, it does not justify you harassing me for the rest of forever.
For how many months later? It was like a year or two later that we found out she even talked about you.
I had better shit to deal with than a makeup bitch. I mean,
by that logic, Renelle is harassing me. Because Renell talked about me first.
Being real. But she got a mouth on her. You know, when I sit here and I'll say it very clearly.
Oh, well, she doesn't speak right to me the way I, the man, want to be spoken to. Therefore, she deserved to be harassed. These people are so fucking stupid, man. The fucking logic doesn't logic. It's just not there, dude. There's no brains behind what's happening right now. It is just piss, whining, bitching, moaning, and self-soothing. This is verbal self-soothing. They're sitting here licking each other's wounds, being like, that woman was mean to me. But the weird thing is Wolf has definitively lost in court, but they're claiming that Roadhog won in court. So why does he need to sit around and lick his wounds if he's apparently won and is winning and has been winning and has been having a good time? He doesn't sound like somebody who's been having a good time. He doesn't sound like somebody who's been living his life. He sounds like somebody who's fucking can't deal that there might be people in the world that don't like him. This is so sad, man. It's so sad.
Yeah, she got that Jersey ratchet in her. And
hey,
you can hear
I like
it.
some Jersey ratchet, but not that Jersey ratchet.
But look, she be holding it back. She be holding it back a lot because you can hear it coming. And that ratchet, she'll crank it down.
You mean she has some self-control? Oh, what a bitch.
Why don't she just let it all out?
Because she can't. Yeah, see, that's the thing. Hold on. If she lets it all out, then she's going to lose all that she's built.
Exactly.
You mean that if she's frustrated with you, she has to control herself in the way that she presents herself online? Because losing her shit at you wouldn't be beneficial for her or her channel? And you're talking about this as if it isn't just normal forethought that a normal person would have about their brand and about the way they want to come off to the rest of the world on the internet? You mean she thinks about what she does before she does it? What a, wow. You know, you're not really, like I said at the beginning, I don't know the details of your situation, but the more you talk about it, the more you just sound like a whiny bitch. Why are you telling a story that makes you sound like the asshole? Oh my god.
See her for who she really fucking is.
And that's a fact. See, that's why a lot of motherfuckers are like, fuck it. You know, I don't like Jeremy a lot, but gotta respect him because motherfuckers just don't give a shit.
But clearly you do. Who's saying that? You know what? Hold on. I'm whipping out the citation needed. I want to know who the fuck is actually saying that, because I don't believe you. I think you made that up. I think you want that to be the case. I think you want that to be true, but I don't think it's actually true. I think this is just something you desire. This is like when people tell you that they have a nickname and nobody calls them that.
Yeah, and there was no, like fucking Kaylee Joy. I said it how it was with that bitch.
Oh yeah. I still got some more to say about her on some more streams coming up.
I can't deal with that bitch, man. I got enough.
Wait. Yes, you can. Actually, here's the thing. Katie Joy is tied in together with the Court of Bees and Candace bitch I just told you about.
And there it is. Yo, like there was a long time without any contempt because Wolf wasn't talking. Oh my god. And then Roadhog's like, nah, I don't want to talk about this again. And fucking Wolf comes swinging in, no, you can. Let me encourage you to do third-party harassment. You couldn't... Unreal, dude. 44 minutes. Oh man, they almost made it to 5 minutes without more contempt. Damn. 44 minutes, 30 seconds. We're just gonna say Roadhog mentions Katie Joy. Says he doesn't want to talk about her. And Wolf swings in. Wolf is like, nah, fam. She's tied in with Katie Joy. Oh, she's tied in with, quote, court abusing bitch proceeds to instigate third party harassment. So the fact that he started talking about this is a contempt. The fact that he said the court abusing bitch is also harassment. The fact that he's saying she's together with Katie Joy is also another point of contempt. So that's 3 more points. Okay, let's keep going.
Together. She's part of the same crew. They all part of the same crew, dude.
Can't do it, man.
Oh, yeah.
They are definitively not. And Roadhog's like, I can't do it, bro.
I can't. It's too much. I mean, I got cheer, man. I can't deal with this shit.
I thought you were having so much fun, though. No? Okay.
Crazy, man.
You're a cheer dad.
Well, you know what? Life's changed a lot too because the kids,
I know.
you know, the kids are getting older and shit. So I don't have all that super free time. You know, like, oh, great, you know.
Oh, yeah, because babies and toddlers are known to give you a lot of free time. What an odd thing to say. I think that's I think that probably says a lot about Roadhog, but I'm not gonna analyze that too hard right now. He might take it too personally.
Still young and they're preoccupied with this or that. You know, now I'm doing all this other shit. But every once in a while I'll get these look, oh, okay, I can do this, I can do that. And it's like, fuck, man, you can't get away from laughing at these people.
No, yeah. They hate that we laugh at them. They want us angry and mad. They hate when we laugh at them.
I don't.
Yeah, you guys sound like you're having a good time and definitely are not angry and mad. I think most people just want you to go away. But that would be too much, right? You can't handle the rejection.
I don't care.
I laugh every day. That is my goal in life.
I'll tell you what.
Okay. Sure. That's fine. Whatever. Both counts of they are referring to Charla, so both of those are counts of contempt. So that's 9. We're gonna call that 45. What is that? 45-21, roughly. They. Okay, keep going.
I very clearly have said what I said. I don't care if they live or die. That's not the facts here. What the facts are is they continue to fucking sit here and do stupid shit on the internet.
Exactly.
Charla is not sitting here doing shit on the internet, though. You chased her off the internet. That's just not true. And Wolf coming in with the exactly confirms that they're referring to Charla. Even if that's not exactly Roadhog's intention, that is what is happening. So it's all falling into... Roadhog is falling into a trap, or falling into being led by the nose by Wolf into saying things and doing things that are indicative of harassing Charla either directly or indirectly. So now I gotta ask the question, and will Roadhog get a cease and desist? Maybe. It's possible. So that is 45-35. Let's call it 34. Won't stop doing stupid shit on the internet. Wolf. Zach. Unreal.
It's like, man,
it's everybody else's fault that they do stupid shit. It's not nobody's fault they do stupid shit, but their own.
The whole thing is you watch these motherfuckers in real time.
They're the projection here, the lack of self-awareness here is shocking. Truly, he's about to explode. Okay, I'm not gonna make a prediction. Let him go.
It's not nobody's fault. They do stupid shit, but their own.
The whole thing is you watch these motherfuckers in real time continue to be dumbasses.
Right.
And
That's the clip. That's it. It's over. It's over, guys. It's done. It's over. We can't recover from that. That's the end. Oh, I forgot to count the contempt. I counted the they, but I didn't count the doing stupid shit thing. So that's 6. We made it to 60. All right, I'm gonna take a quick break. It's time for a stretch. Oh, let's fucking go. You can't recover from. God damn it, dude. Why? Also, I guess technically, if Roadhog says any shit about me now, it's Roadhog is harassing me because he brought me up first. So I guess that's how that works. So Roadhog's not allowed to say anything because if he does, it's harassment according to him. Because he said shit first. It makes sense, I promise. Don't think about it. Alright, I'll be back in a couple minutes. Enjoy the weird tunes. Okay, I'm back. I got snacks to eat in disrespect. I also went and got a beer. Because, of course I did. Oh god. So wacky, this music. Stop for a second. I got Cracked Canoe. So this is a brand, this is Moosehead. But it's better Moosehead. I prefer the Cracked Canoe over like the regular Moosehead. So it's the same company. It's only 3.5. It's not like super alcoholic. You can see that it is Moosehead, the brand, as you can see there. It is ultra premium light. Ooh. It is 473 milliliters for anybody who wants to know how large I am as a person. And it is 130 calories per can. So that's actually pretty good. I'll take it. I also have my little flannel patch fucking beer cozy because I'm Canadian as fuck. Huge. It would be tiny in my hands, but in yours it's huge. 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 Let me get you that nice. Yeah, there you go. Alright. Okay. Back to this nonsense. Put me in a pocket. Put me in a pocket. Alright, let's pause this. Alright, let's turn this back up. Uppies! 8 micrometers tall. I am so small. I am so tiny. Alright. Let's go. Oh, right. You get to watch in real time these people being dumbasses. As they go onto drone, use Roadhog's channel to do Contempt. I wonder if Sunshinary is gonna get filed anything. I kind of don't think so, but I would suspect that the reason Sunshinary isn't gonna get given anything is because she doesn't do anything on her own. She's only on other people's channels, so there's not really much of a point of going after her directly, because there's already Contempt against Wolf, and anything she said on his channel is gonna get yeeted, because he already has Contempt. So, he's already been ordered to take all this shit down. Do you think he thinks that if he makes more stuff, he won't be in Contempt if he takes down the older stuff? Like, why am I even asking what he thinks? That's not a thing that's happening. Uppies! There's a genuine chance you will get uppies in the next year when we're all drunk in Toronto. Yes. That'd be great. That'd be a good time. We'd go play pool. Go to like one of the nicer pool halls in Toronto where the beers will be way too expensive. Hell yeah. Yeah, assuming Shawn thinks. Yeah, yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about. Why would I even say that? All right, let's keep going.
I'm sorry to say
they
this,
still
but
are at it. How many years later?
95% of them are females. And then they wonder why they're single. And then they wonder.
Oh, he's just sexist. Hey, that's that thing I was hinting at earlier. It's just the women that do this. Yeah. Don't ignore that your friend Shawn is literally doing this. And ignore that Steve is like the ringleader of this fucking cabal that's going on. Those are definitely not, I mean, you know, whether or not they're men, when it comes to, you know, like actually being decent people, like Aragorn's a man. These guys, not so much. But, you know, biologically speaking, they've got dicks between their legs, allegedly.
Wonder why they get talked about. And then they wonder why they called a bitch. Look at Shawn.
You know what? I'm just gonna make a note of this and that, like, women deserve to be harassed because they're women on the internet. That's basically what he just said. Yeah, they're males on paper. You're gonna get your ass destroyed on cam playing pool? So, like, what is this? 45, 47? Blatantly, stupidly misogynistic. Peak.
more often, they'd be less angry, maybe. Perhaps.
Look, man. Here's my thing. I try to respect women on a very high level when they're.
I try to respect women. Do you? Do you really try? Do or do not, there is no try, because clearly you're failing, which is why you're bitching about it.
Deserve that respect. But here's the thing. If you act like a bitch, I'm going to call you a bitch.
I'm going to call you a bitch. I'm the same way. I'm calling her.
That's so what? There's a difference between calling somebody a bitch and harassing them. Having a poor opinion about somebody. We eat in disrespect. Having a bad opinion or having a poor opinion of somebody isn't harassment. Saying you don't like somebody isn't harassment. Making fucking... Making nearly 100 hours of content about somebody after you have a fucking restraining order given by a court of law? Yeah, that's not the same as just calling somebody a bitch. I try to respect women, but... yeah, I know, right? But maybe...
Every fucking name I can think of.
But what's funny is you remember...
I should probably write that down, because Wolf is referring to Charlotte here. So, we're gonna add another point of contempt. I'm gonna mark this down. I'ma call you a bitch. Hey, if they don't have a problem with like somebody calling them a bitch or whatever, or they calling somebody a bitch or whatever the fuck, why the hell do they all have such a problem with me calling Ronell a cunt? I'm just curious. Curious double standard.
Last night when I was live, I showed where, you know, when I called Tyra a bitch, oh my God, it stabbed her in the heart. Oh Lord. And then the death rose. But now they out there calling each other bitches.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I heard that show.
Yeah, that's a social contract. You are you the same as all these other people that were friends calling each other bitches now? No, you're in a different position within the social group. And you've put yourself in a different position of the social group. Therefore, you're comparing apples and oranges.
Crow song. Song was called "Bitch." Sheryl Crow, you know.
They hanging on my coattails.
Like, I could be a bitch myself. Like, I don't care if another bitch calls me a bitch. Like, I don't understand why these bitches get mad.
Wait, I know this one. It's, pick me! Pick me, abusive men! Pick me! Please, pick me, abusive man! Please, I'm not like those other bitches that are gonna complain about being called bitches. If you hit them, they're gonna cry about it and maybe call the police. Please, you can hit me all you want. Please pick me! Pathetic.
Right. So there you go. See,
I was bitching just the other week, so I get it.
It's like, just saying.
I would like to point out that these people also unironically do not realize that they have been bitching since we started watching them.
Call me a bitch. Now she out calling everybody a bitch. Like, what?
You a hoe. You a skank.
But you know what? There's that super cool word. You call them a cunt, boy. And oh my God.
I don't use that word. Y'all two use it, but I understand. I have no problem with it. I just don't use it myself.
That's because it's my favorite word.
Oh. So it's okay when Wolf's friends call other people's cunts, and he just chooses not to use the word. But it's not okay for me to do it. So, okay. So he's just a hypocrite. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. No problem.
It's the power.
Okay.
Because people don't like it. I love it.
Exactly. It's like, I know how to hit you.
Oh yeah, we drink for Ashley having like that is a prediction right there, a perfect one. What are we doing? We're watching Contempt. I'm doing an example. I'm doing a show and tell about how you track shit. If you were to track something. So I'm watching Roadhog's video live stream where he brings Wolf on to talk a bunch of shit about Charlotte and do a bunch of contempt. We're at 61 contempt so far. We didn't watch this whole video. We started about like what we started about 32-ish minutes. I've got one full page so far of contempt timestamps. Rules for thee, but not for me. Yeah, now they're talking about people not liking getting called bitches or something, as if that's actually the problem, which is just a detraction. I really doubt being called a bitch. Anybody cares about being called a bitch by Roadhog. Like, I really don't think anybody gives a shit. I really doubt it.
I get it. I totally get it. Like, anyway, I'm finishing my breakfast. I just want to come and say hi. I'm going to go back to eating, and I'll be in the chat.
All right, sounds good.
All right, y'all.
Oh my God, is that it? Is he going to leave? Are we done? Did we do it?
All right.
But no, I mean, like Tyra, she's not going to change. She can't. I wish these motherfuckers would prove me wrong. It'd be funny. It would.
That would be like that. See,
I mean, I think I've been consistently proving you wrong about your entire basis for your argument. So whether or not the details of who said what, because I don't really know about that, but I can tell you that your argumentation is shit. Shawn is a bitch. Yeah, Shawn's a bitch. Absolutely a bitch. Hashtag bitch made. Oh, fucking yeah, he left! He ran away! We're done. We did it. Right, just in time for Feline to show up. Feline, you missed it. You missed all the contempt. Now we get to move on to Contempt Part 2, where I'm gonna be a petty motherfucker. And I'm going, what the only reason I came to watch this was because I came up in the video. And then I just found a whole bunch of fucking contempt by accident. I think the rest of this is just whatever issues that this guy has, but whatever. Okay, I don't really care about that. So now it's time to do Contempt Part 2, in which case I go and be a petty bitch, and I go to Aaron's channel, and I do a quick skim and find all of the comments that Steve left that demonstrate that he's in contempt still of his prior paperwork. Oh yeah, I guess we've been live long enough, haven't we? No, we got time, we got time still. That's not until 2:15. We got time. Okay, so here's one of the problems. I'm gonna have to change this because Steve is a bitch, and he blocked me on Google. So it means I can't even see his fucking comments on other fucking channels. So I have to do this thing where I just use an incognito mode because of course I do. So we're gonna use an incognito mode, and I'm gonna pull this up. We're gonna go to YouTube. We're gonna start on Aaron's channel because that's, I think, gonna be the most lucrative. I think we're gonna see the most results on Aaron's channel. But before that, and while I set this up, I'm gonna play you Wolf's Contempt. So please enjoy.
To all you clowns, I got one thing to say. Where my shit at? Where? Clowns, bye, motherfucker, bye.
In the District Court of Crowley, Kansas, filed pursuant to KSA Chapter 60, Charla versus Shawn. Order of Contempt. Now on this 28th day of October 2024, the above captioned matter comes on for trial on petitioner's motion for contempt and motion to extend order for the lifetime of the respondent, the Honor Donna Lanning presiding. Petitioner appears in person and pro se. Respondent does not appear either in person or through an attorney and. Thereupon, the court finds that the petitioner filed a motion for finding of indirect contempt of the court pursuant to KSA 20-1204A, that said motion included the statutorily required affidavit, an order directing respondent to appear and show cause as to why he should not be held in contempt, and Thereupon, the court finds that the matter is properly before the court, that it has jurisdiction over the respondent, as he was served with copies of both motions and the order to show cause by the Bradley County, Kansas Sheriff Department at respondent's residence on August 2nd, 2024. He voluntarily submitted to the jurisdiction of the court by appearing on September 3rd, 2024, before this court by Zoom hearing. That at that time, the court scheduled the evidentiary trial for October 28, 2024 at 9 a.m. Said trial to be held and heard in person at the courthouse in Winfield, Kansas, and that respondent failed and refused to appear for said trial as scheduled, and thereupon the court took evidence presented by petitioner in support of her motions previously filed herein. There was no evidence presented in opposition thereto, and it appearing to the satisfaction of the court that based upon the pleadings, papers, and other records on file before the court, and upon the presentation of evidence by petitioner, that respondent should be found in contempt of the protection from stalking final order entered herein on May 7th, 2024, for failing to, quote, immediately cease and desist all activity on YouTube, Facebook with YouTube, or other media platforms, whether by himself/herself or through third parties, that mentions or involves plaintiff in any manner, end quote, and for additional statements made or actions taken through his YouTube channel, which her safety and caused her to suffer substantial emotional distress, and it further appearing that such actions specifically include, but are not limited to, the gunshots included in discussions on September 14th, 2024, when referring to petitioner and others, threats to petitioner's husband and family made on July 2nd, 2024, threats directed at petitioner to prevent her from appearing in his state of residence for the purpose of serving him with the contempt motion, and an ongoing pattern of harassment by respondent personally or through third parties, which serves no legitimate purpose, and it hereby appearing that petitioner has requested an extension of the protection from stalking order against respondent for the respondent's lifetime, said motion having been served on respondent and set for evidentiary hearing, which respondent failed and refused to attend or offer evidence in defense hereto, and it further appearing that respondent has violated the final protection from stalking order entered by this court on more than one occasion since its entry, establishing a basis for the extension of said order for the lifetime of respondent. Now, therefore, it is considered, ordered, adjudged, and decreed by the court that the respondent, Shawn, be and is hereby found to be in contempt of this court's prior order, for which he should be sentenced to jail until such time as he has fully and completely deleted any and all references to the petitioner, whether such reference is to her given name or slang, fictitious, hashtag, or any other name created by respondent or any third party from all videos or the entire video if partial deletion is not possible, and it is further ordered that respondent shall immediately and in the future cease, stop, and discontinue all further reference to or about petitioner, whether such reference is to her given name or a slang, fictitious, hashtag, or any other name created by respondent or any third party, and it is further ordered that while incarceration as set forth above is an appropriate sanction for his violation of the order, the sanction shall be stayed for a period of 60 days to allow respondent to purge or clean himself of the contempt by immediately removing all references to the petitioner, whether such reference is to her given name or any other slang, fictitious, hashtag, or other name created by respondent or any third party referencing petitioner from his videos or other production through YouTube or social media platforms, and if such editing is not possible, by removing the entire video or other production through YouTube or other social media platforms, and It is further ordered that the respondent shall immediately and forthwith cease any and all future reference to the petitioner as set forth above, and it is further ordered that due to the ongoing actions and repeated violations of the final protection order from stalking order entered on May 7th, 2024, that such order be and is hereby extended for the lifetime of the respondent, and it is further ordered that should respondent fail to comply with this court of contempt and fail to purge or clean himself of said contempt within the specified 60 days, a bench warrant may be issued for his arrest. Signed, Judge, seal of the District Court.
Oh, okay, I don't know who's talking bad about.
I told Chess, okay? She made that stupid AI picture of me and said, "Oh, your dog is trying to piss on a good furniture." First off, your parents ain't got no good furniture. Second off, I make a ghost fuck AI pisses on your parents' good furniture. They ain't got nothing to make some fucking good furniture from their AI. Fuck you.
Very not mad. All right, I'm gonna switch this over real quick.
World leaders are absolutely.
Shut up. Nobody asked. We're not talking about politics right now. We're not doing it. You can't make me. We're not doing it, Midas Touch Network. It's not happening. Okay, I gotta figure out which browser this is gonna be. What the fuck? Is it this one? Hey, I got it right the first time. Woohoo! Alright. Let's make a little bit of an adjustment here so you guys can see better. Alright, so we're starting on Aaron's channel, and we're starting... Fuck. This one? Okay, there we go. We're starting on Aaron's channel. We're starting on the, we're starting at this, which is a video from... There we go. So this is a video from July 20th, 2023. Because this is when a lot of this shit, like, started going down. Again, I remind you, we're now in the year of our Lord 2026. So... You're making shit posts? Wonderful. I'm glad that I've inspired you to make shit posts. If I inspire anybody to do anything, it should be that. Alright. So, we're not looking for Aaron's contempt right now. We're looking for Steve's contempt exclusively. So I'm going to reset this to 0, and then immediately set it to 1. Because there's an issue here. This video has fucking Steve in it. Right there. So the fact that this video exists and is here is contempt on Steve's part, because it's up to him to get this video removed. So he has to make a concerted effort to get this, or at least his portion of this video, removed. Otherwise, he's in contempt. So if you have any evidence that Steve has actually tried to get this video removed, and we know that he's gotten people to remove videos before. Nikki has supposedly removed videos, and Nikki doesn't have a restraining order, right? So there's that. Now, we also have a second point of contempt because he is also tagged in this video that is about Charlotte. Now, he can't really do anything about other people tagging him, so I'm not gonna count this, but there's nothing saying he couldn't get himself removed from this shit if he, like, tried. Blah, 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 copyrighted material, blah, 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 don't care. We're gonna look at the comments. I'm gonna sort by new to make sure we don't miss any. And we're not actually gonna read the comments. We're just looking to see if Steve is here. So, let's keep an eye out. Oh, looks like Steve is not in the comments of this video. Good for him. Good job, Steve. But yeah, there's all kinds of fucking contempt in here for Aaron, because this is her comment section to control. Alright, so let's go to the next one. Whoa. I'm also not counting, like, what Steve did or did not say in this video, because I think that, like, going through the video would be too much. Which was... I lost it. Where were we? Here. It was this one. So let's double check this one. So we're just gonna go through these one at a time, and we're gonna check the comment sections. Not all of the videos will be about Charla, so if we find Steve, we'll go back and double check, or we'll look and see what Steve is actually saying. I'm gonna assume the bird cam is probably fine. Like, I could probably ignore the fucking bird cam. Oh, I forgot. Sorry, I forgot something. That's not all of it. My bad. Excuse me. I need to jump over here, and I need to fucking open the goddamn side chat. Oh, good. I forgot about the side chat. Because it's very possible that Steve shows up in the fucking side chat being a fucking weenie. So again, I don't really care very much about what the fuck the... can I get, like, the zoom... Can I theater mode this?
But how professional is it?
Shut up! Can I... There we go. Now I can just scroll through and not care. Perfect. That's better. That is better. We can work with this. Better, 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 better. So that way you guys can see it okay. Contempt is video plus chat. Yes. Video plus chat plus comments is what we're looking for. And we're looking for that from Steve specifically. Jesus Christ, her fucking audio. Open the panel. So, I mean, I can only assume that he fucking left a comment on this in the side chat, right? Like, Jesus, shut up. Oh, let's turn the timestamps on, so that'll make our lives a little bit easier. I'm just gonna jump through. We're just looking for Steve. There he is. Alright, so that's 2 points of contempt for Steve. And we've also confirmed that we can, in fact, see his comments, so, you know, I'm not crazy, you're crazy. I'm just being petty. That's what I'm doing. I'm not even sorry. They keep telling me that I'm doing this stuff, so eventually I'm just gonna do it, you know what I mean? I don't need to... Do I need to count every single time he's in the chat as one contempt? I guess, technically. Technically, every single chat would count as a fucking... Where does this tweet go to? Oh, the page doesn't exist. Oh, I wonder, is that one of the tweets he had to delete because of the contempt? His presence itself is not contempt. It is if it leads to a fucking tweet of him fucking talking about Charla. Yeah, the video is in relation to Charla too, right? So it's all fucking contempt all the way down. Right? She blocked me on Twitter. She wouldn't answer who deleted my comment and suspended me from the group. Charla blocked me on Twitter. Charla wouldn't answer who deleted my comment. So I would say that one counts. But this whole video is in relation to Charla, so we'll have to click through it. So that's contempt. Blocked, hashtag blocked. He's trying to start a hashtag. So that's not only... is this retroactively fucking encouraging other third-party harassment because it's still up? That's an actual question. Like, I'm not trying to, like, overstate it. I think if I was being really petty, I would say yes, but I don't know. Because he's leaving it up on purpose. Like, he is in control of that. He's left it up. He's choosing it to be there. So, does that still count? I need opinions. Very much KG 2.0. So that's 2. I mean, these are also contempt for fucking Megan as well, right? That's at least 2. 3, 4. Oh, look, there's Mr. Black Wolf. You're actually probably not going to see the @Mr. Black Wolf because that account got removed, which is why you don't see the comment. What do you mean you can't hear? What can't you hear? What are you trying to hear? What are you trying to listen to? Did you mute me? I feel like I'm getting deja vu. Now we're not gonna listen to their look at that fucking face on Aaron. I'm sorry, Aaron. I didn't mean to do that. I'm not that sorry though. That's funny. You got that half blink going on. Yeah, I don't want to listen to their stupid shit. I've already watched this video and talked about it on stream. I don't need to do it again. There's Steve saying he's gonna join the panel. She was trying to make people believe and support her. She was pulling that out of her ass. So that's 3. Alright. So that's 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 points of contempt for Steve so far. Do I need to... Should I be screenshotting this and putting it in a fucking file? Should I be screenshotting this somewhere to prove that, like, it's still there as contempt? Like, I'm not... Like, if I was to submit this to the court, let's say if I was to just send a quick email to the court and be like, hey, it would need to be screenshot, right? Oh, man. Okay. I'm gonna open a file. I'm gonna make a new file. And I'm gonna title it Steve is a Weenie Part 2. Because I already have one titled Steve is a Weenie. Steve is a Weenie. Part 2. Alright. Steve is a Weenie Part 2 has been opened. I'm gonna put it off to the side here. And now we're gonna go fucking... I'm gonna make a new file. And I'm gonna title it... Creator Panel Discussing Facebook Groups and Other Things. Alright, so that's the name of the video that we're looking at. Then I'm gonna take a screenshot of the video itself. Huh. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Boop. Then I'm gonna save that. And I'm gonna put it on the fucking Steve is a Weenie Part 2. Boom. And the screenshots will save. I'm gonna save as the date that I took the screenshot, so that way like that'll help a little bit. And now we gotta go back to the beginning. And find them again. Alright. Back to the start of the very beginning. A very good place to start. When you read, you begin with ABC. When you sing, you begin with Do, Re, Mi.
Here we go.
Did nobody start talking in this chat till fucking 14 seconds in? Oh yeah, apparently yes. Okay. Okay. Looking for Steve. There's Steve. And it's got the timestamp on it. Whoop! Yeah, and yes, I do think him fucking waving counts. Which means I get... Whoops, that's the wrong button. I'll give you guys access to this folder later if you want it. But for now... we're just gonna start calling these 1, 2, 3... Actually, no, let's not. Let's just fucking not. Let's just not. Let's just let them save in order, because they'll do that automatically. Yeah, him being here is encouraging this shit, and this whole video was... I've already confirmed, I've gone through this video, it is all about Charlo, so... Make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay. Alright, sorry, I needed to add one. We're gonna have to be a little bit careful. Hi, Steve. Look for another Steve. Let me know if I miss any, by the way. I'm relying on you guys to notice. My comment was deleted in the Facebook group. That's another one. I already missed 2 so far. Jesus. Save. So we're at 13 points of contempt for Steve already. We are already at 13 points. My guy. Brother. What are you doing? And we're gonna go back to the top. There's him waving. I'm going all the way back to the top every time just to make sure that I don't miss anything. My comment was deleted. Do you guys want me to put on some tunes? Nikki does not lie about people. Oh, okay. This is still about Charla because it's accusing Charla of lying. I'm gonna put on some. I'll put some music on so that way we're not like just sitting in like weird quiet. And instead we're gonna sit in weird music. There we go. Let's go up to Nikki doesn't lie about people. Or go up to Steve waving, okay. Steve linking his Twitter post. Now, maybe the Twitter post won't count. Like, maybe because, like, the post itself is deleted, but I'm gonna save it anyway as just another example of how it's all fucking walked in. Oh, your stuff is still not done. Oh, man. We tried to wait for you, Al. I'm sorry. We could only wait so long. You'll be able to catch this replay. This replay is going to be public. This is the one that's going to come out tomorrow as a premiere. So it'll be available. Oh, at least I get to make 3 in a row. And these are the ones we already counted. Or, sorry, 2 in a row. Can you imagine going through this? This is also, again, this is also contempt for fucking Veda because she's in here. This is also contempt for Megan because Megan is in here. Megan would have to remove all of these comments. Hell, listen, if I was gonna be really extra petty, I would go in and I would find all of Megan's at the same time and save those separately. Oh yeah, not forgetting that they had a moderation chat. Going back up to Steve's last post, go down to the next one, these 2. At least we're able to get 2 in a row sometimes, so that's nice. It's about Charla and her vendettas. Against who? Also, why is there an apostrophe S? It should just be vendettas plural. See, this is what it's like to actually be petty. She said she did not know who Nat was. All right, we counted that one. She's trying to make people believe you supported her. This is all contempt. He's been in Contempt the whole time. This has been here the whole time. We've been here the whole time. That's also 15. Just on this one video, guys. She was trying to make people believe. She said she was going to get her IP from Facebook by subpoena. What a joke. What an absolute joke this is. I will join in 5 minutes, as in I will join this chat about Charla in 5 minutes. So that's another one, 16. The shit post you made is about me being petty. I'll definitely look at it when we're at the end of this. I'm kind of hoping that when Steve actually joins the chat, he shuts the fuck up in the side chat so there's less to take screenshots of. What a fucking goof. What a goofy little guy. It's completely a threat. God, what a loser. Oh, god damn it, dude. Then didn't care what we had to say about her actions. And yes, I'm counting both of those because it's still continuing the conversation, so that's 17, 18, 19. Read my Twitter and send me link. I will give my story, then jump out. Consider liking, subscribing, and becoming a member, by the way. So that's another one. We're at 20. We're already at 20, guys. There's 2 more. 22. My guy. Steve, you might want to consider doing something about this. Before it bites you in the ass. Charla may have like OCD/ADD and or be in the spectrum. She went way overboard with the Gwen stuff. It was a non-issue as down the rabbit hole at bedtime as she did get permission and admitted she should have prior. God, Steve, god damn it. And now the other question is each one of these, the more times, does saying Charla's name and then she count as 2? Right now I'm just counting each message, but if you wanted to take the content of each message, and then also like the timestamp and double check what was being said at the time, that like what the additional context is around, you might have more than just the one that I'm counting at a time. So, like, I'm counting the minimum amount of contempt right now. This is the minimum, guys. The minimum. Holy shit, dude. Maybe I'll clip this stream into 2 different ones. And one will be... Oh, yeah, double check, make sure my contempt counter is correct in case I miss one. But maybe I should, like, edit this a little bit so it comes out as 2 videos as opposed to one big stream. I like that I had to make an entire other folder called Steve is a Weenie Part 2. 37. Oh my god. Unreal, dude. I'm confused. Yeah, you don't say. 28. I could probably make this a little bit more efficient because I'm like swinging my way across 3 screens right now, and I probably could get away with like making some minor adjustments to not be doing that, but oh well, I'm not gonna fix it. Aaron, I like Nikki more, shrug, lol. And yes, that still does count, because they're talking about that Charlotte was trying to get people to like her and shit, so this is just mocking her at that point. Aaron was my friend first. Steve's in the side chat just crying about being let into the stream. Yes, Keith. Alright, what did Keith say? There's Veda. He likes me the most. There's Veda in here. I don't see Keith, but I'm just gonna go ahead and count it. He's still a mod, dude! You don't know if I'm gonna get it because it's Jujutsu Kaisen. I'm assuming this that cat is Keith, but I'm counting it anyway. Because just participating in this is fucking contempt. Because he's encouraging other people to be fucking engaging. And he was supposed to lead everything, and he hasn't. Yes, Keith. I just think she is mentally unwell. She's not sent by anyone. As that evolves into she's working for Katie Joy. Steve begging for a link still. It's been an hour and he's fucking just begging for a link. Oh my god, this is so sad. Won't anybody make me feel like I belong? Make me feel like I matter. Give me a reason to carry on. God, no, I refuse. What if you don't? What if don't? What if not? What if find your own meaning in life, Steve? Stop relying on other people. These are tweets, or sorry, these are messages of him listing other people to be involved in this bullshit. That's one of the reasons why this counts. Like, by saying, like, the only solid one was Tina. They're talking about the mods. Insulting Charlotte. Hey, look, he finally got on panel. Maybe now he'll shut up in the side chat. And again, I am not counting the amount of fucking contempt that is in the video itself for him. I'm just skipping ahead. I'm just looking for him in the side chat. He's likely not in here as much, so I can probably take bigger jumps. So interesting. Purple Dragon Chill is, I think, might still be a mod on Aaron's channel. I'm just gonna make a note of that for later because she seems to have left all of this nonsense. This should be at least. Oh, there's. Right, Shawn? Right, Shawn? Oh, gee, I don't know, Shawn. Right, Shawn? Who doxed you again, Wolf? Maybe he's talking about a different Shawn. I don't see a different Shawn. I don't see any other Shawn. Do you see any other Shawn in here? I don't see any other fucking Shawn. Oh, man. Oh, boy. Jeez. Gosh. Unlucky. Oops. Do you think Wolf's gonna be mad if I point out that it looks like fucking Steve was actually the one who fucking doxed him? Fucking womp womp. Again, I will remind you that this video is from July 20th of 2023. He's answering questions about Charla, so that counts. Alright, that music got a little bit loud. I turned it down a bit. Hopefully it's still, like, at a good rate. Oh, there's another Shawn. Maybe it's this Shawn. Oh, thank you for the stretch. Oh, I will definitely take that. Uh-oh. My internet broke. It's lagging. It's cycling, dude. Oh, I'll take the opportunity. Hurrah! How much contempt is in this one video, do you think? They all look so miserable. Hey, look, Megan's on the panel now, too. Look at that. Could this load? Oh, there we go. You'll notice that the chat slows the fuck down once they're all on the panel. Doo-doo. Oh, it's getting laggy now, boys. Gonna wait for the 3-hour mark. I'm gonna get through this video and then we'll end the stream. I really did just want to give you guys an example of like how long and how much you actually have to go through to collect all this fucking shit. This is how long it's taking to go through one video. One video that we know for a fact has this shit in it. It's not even a video that we're like, oh, we have to double check to see if there's anything like that in this video. Like, no. We know that this video is about that because we've already covered it. So imagine having to do this and to be, like, having to do this with every fucking video. And then also have to be the one, like, and you're the victim. Right? Now imagine trying to do this without a fucking computer. Like, imagine trying to do this on a fucking phone. Because I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but odds are, and there it shows Charla on the screen and Steve making comments. Odds are, Charla being an older lady who's not exactly somebody who's on the internet likely doesn't have the kind of setup I have. And the type of setup I have makes it really easy for me to do this kind of shit. Like, this is easy for me. It's monotonous, but it's not difficult. You know what I mean? Like, I've got the hardware to do it. But if you're somebody who doesn't have the hardware to do this, like, you think fucking Charla's set up as granny fucking McStreamer over here? No. She's an older lady who is, like, barely on the internet. So, like, how the fuck is she gonna have the tools and let alone the knowledge to fucking do this kind of thing? Let alone the knowledge to know that Steve is 100% capable of removing these comments. Steve can remove these comments. like, most people might think, at least a lot of people might think, particularly if you're not familiar with YouTube, you might not know that Steve has control and the ability to remove these comments. Right? He can go and do it himself. Now, on the other hand, we gotta find out where that link goes. You might think, oh, this is Aaron's channel, therefore Steve can't control that he's in the comment section. No, no, no. He can. Oh, I can't see it. I can't see it. So it may or may not still be up. How feasibly is someone supposed to respond legally to the fullest extent she's owed when it's this much, especially if there wasn't a lawyer? Yeah, right? That's a really good question. I don't know. And can you imagine trying to pay a lawyer to do this? I should set up a business. I should set up a business where this is what I do for people. Like, people who are victims of this kind of online gang stalking who just don't have the know-how and don't have the tools to, like, get this information. And, like, know how to find it or have the know-how. Because this happens to a lot of fucking people. This is them linking to the fucking thing. To their Facebook group. Hi, Wolf. And here's how you know that Steve can control it. Mr. Black Wolf's tweet messages aren't in here. We can't see them. So Aaron... Do you think Erin is the one who removed that? No. She's not even removed Steve. Alright, that's the end of the video. Congratulations, that is one video. Let's double check the comments again. Just to make sure there's no fucking Steve. Well, there's a Steve, but that's a different Steve, presumably. Aaron has control over the comment section as well. Alright. Congratulations. That's how long it took us to do one video. One! That's how long that took. Plus the one that we did with Wolf. Now, admittedly, I stopped and took time to talk, so you might be able to say that, like, cut the time in half, or be generous and say cut the time in 3/4, but that's how long it takes. That's how long it takes to do this. And I'm somebody who has the hardware and has the prior knowledge to be able to get this shit done, and I'm not the victim. So I'm not getting fucking re-victimized every time I go to get evidence for my fucking court case. You know what I'm talking about? So, that's what it's like. That's what it looks like. It's fucking crazy, dude. It's fucking crazy. That's 38 points of contempt just in the side chat. And the fact that he was on the stream. That does not include the amount of contempt that is actually in the video that he's going to have to prove he has made a concerted effort to get rid of. And good luck showing that, because the only way you would show that is you would have to show Steve communicating with Aaron to try to get it removed in the first place. So, good fucking luck, I guess, because I'm gonna go ahead and hit X to doubt. So, you know, and then you'd have to show the timestamps, and I fucking highly, highly doubt that Steve was trying to get this removed fucking when he got his restraining order, which was when was Steve's restraining order again, real quick? Let's just take a quick gander. When was his restraining order? Oh man, if only we had that information. July 2024? And this video, and it is now February of 2026? And this video was from July of 2023? Okay, alright, I guess. Okay, I guess. Alright, I'm gonna get out of here. I got another stream to do with some other totally different kind of dumb people. That's gonna be on YouTube, so join me there for that. And also, this video is going to go live on YouTube tomorrow, so if you missed this stream, you can join us. I'll be in the side chat, hanging out with you guys tomorrow at noon, probably. Oh, thank you so much for the stretch. I greatly appreciate that. I'm gonna get out of here. 38 points of contempt. Just in the fact that he's existing in a space that he's not supposed to be existing in. So, you know, enjoy that. And again, that was one video. That is the first video. We've only looked at one. We haven't even looked at, like, the fucking 17 billion other videos that are there on Aaron's channel. And that's only one channel. It's only one, guys. It's gonna get worse. It's gonna get worse, is all I'm saying. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna play us off here on some nonsense. Just to, you know, make life better for all of us. Okay, bye.
Does anybody want to come in? Nobody? Before I go off air, will one person come in? Just anybody? The link is in the video description. Make me feel like I'm wanted. Make me feel like I'm needed. Give me some reason to carry on.
In the District Court of Crowley, Kansas, protection from stalking, Charla versus Steve, pursuant to KSA Chapter 23. Order in contempt. Now this, the 24th through 26th day of July 2024, this matter comes on for hearing on the plaintiff's motion for a contempt finding on the defendant. Plaintiff Charla appears in person and through counsel Sarah. Steve appears in person and through counsel Haley. There are no other appearances. Whereupon the court, after hearing the statements of counsel, reviewing the court file, and being duly and fully advised on the premise, find and orders the following via memorandum decision on December 3rd, 2024. 1. The defendant, Stephen McRae, is found to be in contempt of court for failing and refusing to comply with the final protection from stalking order herein on September 26th, 2023. 2. Defendant is sentenced to jail until such time as he has fully and completely deleted any and all reference to the plaintiff, whether such reference is to her given name or a slang, fictitious hashtag, or any other name created by defendant or any third party from all videos or the entire video if partial deletion is not possible. 3. The above jail sanction is stayed for a period of 60 days to allow the defendant the opportunity to purge or cleanse himself of the contempt by permanently removing, deleting, and destroying any and all videos or reference she has made or contributed to others on any social media platform whatsoever concerning petitioner, whether such reference is to her given name or any other slang, fictitious hashtag, or other name created by respondent or any third party referencing petitioner from his videos or other production through YouTube or other social media platforms, and if such editing is not possible, by removing the entire video or other production through YouTube or other social media platforms. 3A. Defendant shall provide proof of such removal to his attorney, petitioner's attorney, and/or petitioner. 3B. Should any additional videos or contributions by respondent be found at a later date, respondent shall again remove, delete, and destroy those posts and remove all reference to the petitioner as set forth above. 4. Respondent shall also cease all further reference to petitioner in any way on any social media platform set forth above. 5. Should respondent fail to comply with this order of contempt and fail to purge or clean himself of said contempt, a bench warrant may be issued for his arrest. 6. As a sanction of the contempt, petitioner is granted a judgment against respondent in the amount of $7,500 for her attorney fees. This order is effective as of the date and time on the electronic file stamp approved. Signed, both attorneys.
Officer Perez, New Police. Can you come on outside?
No.